Welcome back, folks. Thanks for tuning in. A wee review tonight. So I've got a few things from Onewind. I've got, I think it's a Onewind tarp, Onewind hammock, a Onewind windsock, and the bugnet. So we're going to stick these up. What I'll do is I'll stick all the links down below to where you can buy them. I thought what I'll do, I'll set it, rather than going through the specs etc, I'll just set it all up, give you an idea of what it all looks like, and then I'll put the links below, and then if you want to go and check the company out, you can click on the links in the description. So without further ado, let's get it set up. First up, we'll put the hammock up. So it comes in a nice wee carry case. This opens at both ends, which I always find quite handy. That way you can almost kind of keep it in the bag. Also comes with a couple of tree huggers. So that's them there. We'll stick them on first. Tree huggers on. So slightly different for other ones that I've got. It's basically a wee, I don't know what you would call it. Basically it just kind of slots in like that. This is actually quite a good idea because it means you can basically adjust it to whatever height you want. So quite a neat wee design, different from some of the other ones I've got. Again, it does come in this bag, so basically what you can do is you can basically set it up and just pull it out either end of the bag. So pretty neat. So get the other side set up as well. So once you've done that, it's just a case of basically it just slides out the bag. And then you basically tighten it up. It's just a case of tighten it up either side. Obviously it's already got the ridge line fitted. It's also got a wee kind of, I don't know what you call it, kind of hanging pocket kind of thing. The actual hammock, pretty lightweight. Comfy enough. It's also got a couple of wee, as well as the bag, it's also got another thing for, take it as for hanging a light. So that's the hammock set up. Next thing we'll get is, we'll put the bug net on, we'll show you that. So obviously the bug net's not fitted. You get some hammocks and it's actually fitted, but this one, again, comes in a wee bag with the logo on it. And basically with this, what happens with this is, this basically slots round over the outside of it. So we'll stick that on now. The way you want to do this, if I can get this right. Basically, it's basically kind of two holes at either end of it, so you've got to slide it through. Once you've slid that bit through, then it's a case of bringing these out either end. Right, once you've got the bug net on, then it's a case of, obviously it's, the hole here's kind of slightly bigger, but basically just cinch that up. I'm trying to do this with one hand. And basically that tightens it up, so there's no bugs getting in. So obviously going to do that at both ends. Right, bug net's on. Next up is the windsock. So again, comes in a nice wee carry bag. This is something different because I've not used. This is something I've not got for any of my other hammocks, so I can imagine if it's a windy night, then this will come in quite handy. So again, I think I'm just getting an impression. There's even a wee window in it. So this will be much the same. Got a hole at either end, and that'll basically go over the top of the hammock. So I'll stick that on. Much the same, just a wee hole, and that'll just slot over the end. So we'll stick that on next. So once it's on, it really is just a case of sliding it all through it. Again, it's got the wee toggles either end. That's kind of unusual. It's got a wee kind of window, not just at that side, but this side as well. So that's the windsock. And then last but not least is the tarp. I've actually already got one of the tarps. They're actually quite good tarps. I quite like them. So I'm going to set that up. I'll explain the kind of different, there's carabiners etc on it, but I'll explain that once I've got it set up. But very easy to set up. I'm saying very easy. There's some hammocks are a lot simpler. There's a lot of kind of, I'll be honest, kind of fiddly bits to this. Obviously you get a lot of hammocks that are set up straight away, but I do like the Onewind stuff. It's actually pretty good gear. So I'm going to get the tarp over the top of it, and then I'll show you. I'll take you through the whole thing once we get the whole thing set up. What to mention, as well as the tarp, you also get a wee set of poles as well. A wee set of pegs. So you get approximately 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 4 pegs. Also got these additional guy lines, which I'll show you what they're for in a wee minute. There's obviously extra tie out points for the tarp just to bring it out, etc. But what I'll do, I'll pin the tarp out first, and then we'll come back to that. That's our setup. So this is more or less the full Onewind setup. The only thing I've not put on it is the under blanket. So what we'll do, we'll take you around and show you all the kind of wee bits and bobs to the whole setup. Give you an idea exactly what all comes with it. All the wee kind of bits and bobs that are inside the hammock, etc. How you get in it. The full works. So don't go away. So it's got a tie out point in the middle. It's got one at each corner. The elasticated straps. It's got these additional tie out points at either side of the tarp. It's also got one in the centre as well, so obviously if you wanted to have an external ridge line, you can if you want. One wee improvement that I would do to it, obviously I've had to put a wee prusik knot on it. They could possibly, that's something they could maybe look at actually putting on themselves. As well as that, you've obviously got these elasticated, so basically you can open the doors up if you want. Right, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep it shut just now, and we'll go inside. So obviously you can just step inside it. I'm on a wee bit of a slope here, Right, the windsock and the midgie net, basically you climb in from underneath. So it's also got these cinch points for both the midgie net and the windsock. So obviously once you're in the hammock, it's just a case of basically you just tighten them up. So let's try and get in. That's us inside. I do quite like the fact this windsock's quite a good idea. Imagine, like I say, on a pretty windy night, it'd be actually pretty good. As you can see, obviously I've got the tarp on just now, but if you didn't have the tarp, then basically you'd obviously be able to see out, or if the tarp's raised up, I've just got it kind of set down so that it's down either side. But obviously if it was raised up, you'd be able to actually see out. Obviously on a nice night you wouldn't even need the tarp up. Like I say, it's got the wee slidable pockets up there. It's got another wee attachment somewhere. Yep, just up here. Right, see that? So obviously you can hang a light or whatever on top of the ridge line. But I can't tell, I must have, it's actually roasting in here already. And I've not even got a sleeping bag or an under blanket, but it definitely keeps the heat in. Back outside again, it's also got another couple of points in the middle there where the doors are. I can maybe tighten that up slightly, but oh, and as well as that, in fact, what we'll do, I'll just show you. If you wanted to have the ends open, then obviously all you do is, because you've got these toggles, you can basically put them on like that, and that'll basically hold your door open. Right, and obviously you can do that at both sides, you can do it at both ends. So it really is quite a good setup. But it's a pretty good, I must admit I do like it. I've got a few different hammocks. This one's slightly, well, I wouldn't say difficult to put up, but there's more to it, because it's all different sections. But a good, I would say, kind of budget entry hammock. I'm saying budget, it's probably kind of middle of the road. But I do like the tarp. Like I say, I've got two of these tarps already. Sorry, I've got another tarp. This is the second one I've got. The one I've got is green, and I've been out in the pouring rain in it, and it's kept me nice and warm. But it looks pretty neat, eh? Almost forgot. Well, just as I was about to put it away, you get these as well for tightening up the kind of tarp lines and things like that. So just so that I don't forget that that's in the bag as well. So that's the Onewind hammock setup. Hopefully that gives you an idea of basically all those bits and bobs that come with it. We do the tarp in a different colour, we do other hammocks as well. Do a lot of different kind of camping gear. So like I say, I will put the links down below so that you can get all the stuff to their site, etc. Hopefully, like I say, it gives you a better idea of basically all what comes with it. So if you liked the wee video, if you don't mind, hit the wee thumbs up, hit subscribe if you're not already, hit the bell for future notifications, and we'll catch you in the next one. Adios.